There comes a moment, silent and unannounced, when the sword no longer feels like an extension of your will, but a weight, a cold, unrelenting burden. And your arm, once proud, trembles not from fear, but from fatigue. Deep, soul-bound fatigue. I used to wield this blade like it was part of me. It sang through the air, it told stories of courage, of fury, of justice. But now when I raise it, it only speaks of years, of echoes, of hands I've let slip while chasing a cause I no longer understand. They say heroes die with their weapons in hand. But what if I don't want to die a hero? What if I want to live, uncelebrated, unknown, in a place where the ground is soft and the nights are quiet? I have seen too much, and not enough of what matters. I have spilled blood in the name of duty, yet forgotten the sound of my own laughter. There are no more dragons, only shadows of men who became them. And I, once slayer of beasts, now wonder if I ever was the light, or just another shade pretending to shine. I remember the first time I held a blade. It felt like power, like purpose, like I mattered. But that illusion fades, like the last warmth of a campfire before dawn. Now this sword is a relic of who I was, and a prison for who I might have become. Is it cowardice to want peace? Is it betrayal to question the war? If I lay this weapon down, do I cease to be what they made me? Or do I finally become what I was always meant to be? I've walked through cities reduced to silence, watched banners fall and rise again, each claiming to be the truth, but none of them wept for the broken. None of them sang for the nameless. They only shouted louder, demanding more blood, more sacrifice. And we, the ones with tired hands and hollow eyes, we obeyed, because we didn't know how not to. I no longer seek honor. Honor does not fill the void left by those I've buried. It does not warm the cold nights, nor silence the cries in my dreams. I seek silence, real silence, not the aftermath of battle, but the absence of war entirely. I want to hear birds again, not as warnings of dawn raids, but as songs. I want to walk without armor, to feel rain not as a threat to my blade, but as a blessing to my skin. There is no shame in being weary, only in pretending you are not. And I am tired, bone deep, soul worn, tired of the weight, of the role, of the applause that drowns out the silence I truly need. The sword was never the enemy, but it was never meant to stay in my hand forever. But what does a warrior become when the war no longer calls his name? I have wandered through quiet hills where no banners fly, where the wind carries no orders, only the rustle of trees that never saw battle. And in that silence, I heard something unfamiliar. My own thoughts, no longer buried beneath commands. I found a river that did not run red, where my reflection did not wear armor. And I asked him, the man staring back, "What do you want, now that no one is watching?" He said nothing, and yet I understood. He wanted to simply be, to breathe without guilt, to sleep without ghosts. For years, I believed my identity was forged in fire and fury, that without the cause, I was nothing. But the truth is, I was never the war. The war was a cage I mistook for a crown. Now, each sunrise is unfamiliar, not because it's dangerous, but because it's gentle. And I don't yet know how to live without being alert. Some nights, I still reach for the sword in my sleep, but it's not there. And I remind myself, that is the point. Its absence is my freedom. I still carry weight, but it's no longer steel. It's memory. And memory, though sharp, does not command me. It teaches. And so I walk, not away from the past, but forward, through it, towards something I cannot name yet. Something softer, something real. If the world demands warriors, let it also make space for those who lay down their arms, not as traitors, but as men who chose to live. And if they ever call me back, I will not answer in fury. I will answer in silence. And in that silence, may they finally hear what I tried to say all along. Not every ending is a fall. Some are a return.